Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. S. Naeem Banu, Assistant Professor of Political Science, Indra Priyadarshini Government Degree College, Nampalli, Hyderabad. Today, I am going to discuss about one of the most controversial topic of Indian politics: voting behavior. So, before going to know what are the determinants of voting behavior in India, it is important that we should understand first what is voting. Voting is one of the most commonly used term in the contemporary age of democratic politics. In fact, democracy and the elections are the two sides of the same coin. In fact, the success of democracy depends on the fair and free elections, where the individual generally used to cast their vote. So, the increasing popularity of democratic theory and practice has ever made this term as a household name. In democratic systems, definitely the voting behavior of the adult citizens play an important role in deciding the fate of the government. In a democracy, each adult citizen uses voting as a means for expressing his approval and disapproval of governmental decisions, policies, and programs of various political parties and the qualities of the candidates who are engaged in the struggle for power. So, in this way, we can say that voting refers to the function of electing representatives by casting votes in elections. Voting, such as, is the function of immense significance for the voters, the candidates, and the students of political science. The study of voting behavior has come to be regarded as one of the important aspects of contemporary political research and theory. What is voting behavior? So, according to Samuel, in his article Theory and Method in Voting Behavior Research, he writes that the term voting behavior is not new, but it has been used of late so as to describe certain areas of study and types of political phenomena, which previously had either not been conceived or were considered irrelevant. Voting behavior is not confined to the examination of voting statistics, records, and computations of electoral shifts and swings. It also involves an analysis of individual psychological process like perceptions, emotions, and motivations, and their relation to the political action, as well as of institutional patterns such as communication process and their impact on elections. In the words of Plano and Ricks, voting behavior is a field of study concerned with the ways in which the people tend to vote in public elections and reasons why they vote as they do. So, the term voting behavior has recently been expanded in meaning and is taken as one of the major and broad area of study within the designation of political behavior. It involves a study of human political behavior in the context of voting in elections. So, voting behavior studies open windows and minds of millions of people who are involved in political process. These constitute an important area of political science in which theory and practice systematically and qualitatively measures and tested. Coming to know the relationship between voting and voting behavior. Election refers to the process of democratic participation in which all the people express their opinion about personalities and issues by making a ballot paper. Election express democratic class struggle through voting. Major differences in political allegiances are different age groups, classes, education, religions, and ethnic groups have been reported by voting surveys. Voting for right or left depends upon the person's life experiences. The study of electoral behavior constitutes a very significant area of empirical investigation that takes the subjects of politics very close to the discipline of sociology, with the result that a new dimension of advanced study. Rather, a discipline is becoming more and more popular with the name of political sociology or sociological politics. As everybody knows that man is a rational creature in the philosophical sense of term, he is not so rational in realms of his economic and political behavior. An empirical study of the electoral behavior displays the outstanding fact that the behavior of man is influenced by several irrational forces. So, the role of political parties and pressure groups in invoking religious and communal factors, influence of money and charismatic personalities, leaders, and a host of other irrational forces have their definite influence on the minds of the voters. The role of these irrational forces can be discovered by the student of empirical politics and focuses his attention on how the favorable respondent in elections are obtained. This fact applies to every democratic system where there is no exception for any system of governance. Coming to know the importance of voting behavior, however, in broad terms, as Richard Bose and Hav Massivier points out, voting covers as many as 6 important functions. Means that the voting behavior plays an important role in 6 major areas. Firstly, it involves individual's choice of major governmental policies. Means here individual is free to choose any governmental policies which he likes. Second, it permits the individual to participate in a reciprocal and continuing exchange of influence with office holders and candidates. It means that in voting, individuals play an important role in the participation and influencing the candidate, means the contestants in the elections policies. Thirdly, it contributes to the development and maintenance of individuals' allegiance to the existing constitutional regime. Second, it contributes to the development and maintenance of voters' disaffection from existing constitutional regime. It has emotional significance for individuals. For some individuals, it may functionless or devoid of any emotional or political significant personal consequences. So, in this way, voting behavior play an important role in giving a chance for the individuals who has to play freely in deciding the future of the governments. So coming to know, after knowing the meaning and the importance of voting behavior, let us have a glance of voting behavior in India. In a democratic setup, voting is essential process. The democratic system has been working smoothly, particularly in India for the past 74 years. Citizens of India enjoy their full freedom and understanding in voting power. Parties try to capture maximum number of votes to come into power. For this, they tend to develop and determine the voting behavior of the voters. Issues related to daily life such as unemployment, price rise, law and order system and other developmental issues are often influence the vote of common people. However, keeping the case of Indian voting behavior in view of Professor V.M. Sarsakar, who observes that an inquiry into the process of elections, particularly in India, indicates factors other than rationality. It may be said that India has secured a stable government, but the mass manipulation, caste influence, minority fears, charismatic hold of the Prime Minister have played no main part in the process. So, in this way, the behavior of the voters in India have been determined by certain determinants. So, the behavior of the voter is influenced by several factors, such as particularly in India. Particularly in India, the behavior of the voters is influenced by several factors such as religion, caste, community, language, money, policy, ideology, purpose of polls, extent of franchise, political wave, etc. In fact, the political parties and groups make use of these variables for the sake of winning the battle of ballot box, despite making their professions for enlightened secularism. Politicians can be found making appeals to the religious and communal sentiments of the people. They can also be found involved in exploiting the factors of language or money to achieve the purpose of emerging successful in the war of words. Appeals are issued, canvassing campaigns conducted in the name of particular policy or ideology for the same purpose. The interest of the voters and accordingly their behavior at the time of voting is also influenced by the nature and purpose of the elections or the extent of the suffrage. The force of charisma has its own part to play whereby the voters are influenced by slogans like Garibi Hatao or a vote for a pair of bullocks is vote for Pandit Ji and progress. Or Indira means India, India means Indira. Or Indira means dictatorship, my heart beats for India versus Rajiv means Bofors and like so. The role of all these factors can be examined in the study of Indian electoral behavior. There are several factors responsible for voting behavior in India, which I am going to discuss here one by one. In India particularly, so many political and social economic factors that determines the voting behavior of the democratic system are firstly charisma. The charismatic personalities right from the beginning of Nehru to that of Modi have been playing an important role in determining the voting behavior of the people. This is not simply applies at the national level. We can observe the charismatic personality affecting the voting behavior of the people at state levels also, like N.T. Ramarao in Andhra Pradesh, KTR in Telangana, Jayalalitha in Tamil Nadu. So in this way, what I am trying to say that charismatic personality also affects the voting behavior. In fact, charisma is one of the important factor of voting behavior. It means charisma means exceptional quality of a factor or override group elements of a leader that becomes a source of attraction or reverence for the people in a large number in an opposite sense. It also means a source of awe and terror that frightens the people in a large number, not to speak or dare to do anything against the wishes of mighty leader. Fortunately, in our country, the constructive aspects of charisma has had its role at the time of elections. Huge attendance at the meetings addressed by towering personalities like Nehru, Indira Gandhi, Vajpayee ji, Modi, and a sudden change in the mind of voters in response to the appeals issued by such great figures may be counted as concrete evidences of the role of charisma in the electoral behavior of our people. The slogans which I have already told you that Garibi Hatao worked miracles in the elections of 1970s. The personality of Mrs. Gandhi after India's miraculous victory in Bangladesh war had the same marvelous impact on the minds of electorates in the state assembly elections of 1972. The image of Jayaprakash Narayan also have effect in the elections of 1977. So was the effect of the personalities of Rajiv Gandhi in the elections of 1984 and of VP Singh in the elections of 1990s, and the personalities of Modi. BJP won the elections in 2014 and 2019. That is the reason why it is said that wherever the group's factors are weak or cancel out This charisma may be the major role to play in the Indian political phenomena. So in this way, charismatic personalities have been playing an important role in Indian political system. Next, which is very important to understand, that is caste. In fact, it is otherwise regarded as casteism. Caste, as we know, that it is the only peculiar feature of Indian social strata of the system, where caste continues to be affecting the whole Indian system and including the voting behavior. And in this way, caste continues to be the determinant factor of voting behavior in India since independence. It has a deep roots in the society and constitutes an important basis of social relations at all levels. Despite the adoption of several provisions in Indian constitutions, like right to equality, Article 14, 15, 16, in fact the 17 abolishes untouchability, and 18, all these constitutional provisions, okay, that prohibits the actions and discrimination on the basis of any kind of casteism. Caste continues to be the determinant factor of political behaviors. Politicization of caste and casteism in policies had been a well-known reality of the Indian political system. The political parties in India, without any exception, while formulating either policies or programs or electoral strategies, always keep in mind the caste factor. Caste is a factor in the selection of the candidates for contesting on voting behavior in India, and its votes are demanded in the name of caste. Jat ki vote, Jat ko, Brahmin votes versus Jat votes or Jat votes versus Ahir votes, etc. are commonly used principles for planning an election strategy. The role of caste as a determinant of voting behavior has been analyzed by several scholars, and they have come out with the conclusion, as Maurice Jones writes, that politics is more important to caste and caste is more important to politics than before. It means that caste has been playing an important role in Indian political system since its independence until now. Caste is the main language of society, in fact the language of the voters belonging to rural area in India. Despite the adoption of democratic values which conceives of society free from casteism, caste continues to be the characteristic principle of Indian polity. Indeed, it has become one of the chief means by which Indian masses have been fully influenced the process of democratic politics. The decision to implement Mandal Commission's suggestions for the reservation of jobs for other than backward classes means caste, and the reactions in general in fact testifies to the continuous presence of caste as the most important determinant of Indian political process. So in this way, caste has been playing an important role in affecting the electoral process of India. Next, religion. Even though the fact that the concept of secular state has been introduced in Indian Constitution in 1976 by making 42nd Amendment to the Preamble of India, where the establishment of secular state in India by guaranteeing the right to religion, freedom of religion to anyone, everyone, treating every religion equal, and non-recognition of any religion as a state of religion has not been successful in preventing the role of religion as one of the important determinant of political behavior in general and voting behavior in particular. The existence of such political parties and neo-political groups as stand linked with particular religion. For example, Muslim League to that of Muslims, Akali Dal to that of Sikhs, Hindu Mahasabha to that of Hinduism, Shiv Sena to that of Hinduism, etc., have been one of the reasons behind the continued role of religion as determinant of voting behavior. In fact, in India, most of the political parties have been divided on the basis of religion. This religious pluralism of Indian society is a major feature of environment of Indian political system, and it greatly influences the struggle for power among the political parties. The selection of the candidates is done with an eye upon the presence of the religious majorities in particular constituencies. The candidates do not hesitate to seek votes by playing the religious cards, religious voters and secular cards with members of other communities. Use of religious places for political end is also play an important role during elections. The religiousization of social political issue resorted by the political parties and other groups play an important role in Indian political system. So in this way, religion also play an important role in determining the voting behavior of Indian citizens. Next, language. India basically a multilingual state where linguism also serve as the factor in voting behavior. So the organization of states, in fact, on the basis of language, fully reflects the importance of religion as a factor of politics in India. There have been problems in the states like that of status of one particular language in that state relating to the quality of the status of a language. Since people have emotional attachment with their languages, they easily get influenced whenever there comes up any issue relating to the language. Linguistic interest always influences the voting behavior. Language does not play a big role, definitely at national politics, but as far as it is the deciding factor at state politics. So, language also play an important role in determining the voting behavior of individuals. Though the constitutional, statutory, even the orders that have been issued by the Indian government so as to protect the regional languages, official languages, second languages also means English, Hindi and the regional languages also. But because of India is a multilingual state that has paved the way for linguism, means favoring our own language at the cost of other language also play an important role in influencing the voting behavior of the people. Money factor. Money, basically India is a poor country with a large number of people living below poverty line. As such, money plays a vital role in determining the voting behavior of the people in India. A rich candidate or a party has always better chances of winning the elections, but it is to be pointed out here that it happens only in normal circumstances and not during wave elections or when other key issues are involved. Despite organizing a very expensive election campaigns, okay, so many parties, particularly Congress, has lost power in 1989. Nowadays, money has been playing an extensive or significant role in elections. For instance, the concept like cash for vote became popular in recent political trends in India. So nowadays, because of poverty, because of many reasons, people are voting their valuable uh, valuable freedom of choosing the candidate based on the what I want to say money. So nowadays money, one vote has been cost 2000 rupees or 3000 or 5000 also. Whichever party is going to give more money, then the people are going to cast the votes. And that is the reason why, as I have already told you, that a party which has better, which is rich, has always have the better chances of winning the election. This we can say that the people like Jai Prakash Narayan's Lok Satta party have never win the elections in the elections. So in this way, in India, money factor also. So in this way, regionalism, casteism, linguism also play an important role in determining the behavior of the voters in India. Next, subnationalism. Subnationalism means having the feeling of nationalism. Several factors like ethnic pluralism, communalism, regionalism, and subnationalism are the hard realities of Indian society. Of late, subnationalism has become a crucial factor in influencing the voting behavior of Indians. At time a sectionist group gives a call for boycott of elections and uses pressure tactics to force the voters either not to vote in favor of particular party. Some regional political parties like the fractions of Akali Dal, Naga Nationalist Organization, Gurkha League, Jharkhand, Jharkhand Party, also Assam parties AAGSP, Assam Gana Parishad in Assam have raised partial slogans from time to time and have disturbed the emotional stability of the people of their states. Such actions of some political parties have at times influenced some people to organize themselves on a narrow and parochial lines. So in this way, in India, nationalism also play an important role to affect the Indian political system. In fact, during elections. Next, performance of party in power that play a significant role in fact. For example, so many examples we can give. Let me start discussing from the first. Each political party contests elections in India on the basis of the electoral manifesto. After coming to the power, it is expected to fulfill the promises made by them during the electoral campaigns. Good or bad, whatever may be the performance of the ruling party, just on the basis of electoral promises made and promises actually fulfilled, influence the basis behavior of the people in a big way. We have experienced this since 1990s until now. In 1989 in India, when Congress I, which got a thumping majority in 1984 elections, could not win even a simple majority in 1984, means in the very next elections that held in 1989, mainly because of its failure to perform successfully. So in 1989, the Congress party, and in 1991, Janata Dal failed to win because of their failures to exercise and maintain their political stabilities. This happened mainly because of corresponding increase in number of floating votes or switchers who are mostly young men and women from educated upper middle class and are ready to shift their support from one party to another on the basis of their performance. In 2014 elections, the mandate has not gone to the UPA government, so Indian mandate have gone for NDA government. So NDA government, the people of India have given a chance to the NDA government, particularly under Modi leadership, and they have expected a lot from Modi government. As Modi has done well regarding the promises which it has made in their electoral manifesto regarding the construction of Ram Mandir and the efforts which it has made during its 5 years term during 2014 to 19, and that is the reason why again the mandate means the people have got very much happy with the performance of the party in power, and that's why in 2019 again Indian people have voted for NDA government because it was they were having but definitely a faith in the NDA government for fulfilling one of the important promise which it had made, that is the construction of Ram Mandir, and which they have done during their second term in 2019. So in this way, what I am trying to say that the performance of the party in power also affects the voting behavior of people in India. Mass literacy. uh, Mass literacy have shown in as far as Indian political party scenario is concerned during 1970s, and what I'm trying to say, later in 2015 elections in Delhi Assembly. Let us see what is the role of literacy in Indian political scenario. Mass literacy has been one of the important voting behavior factor of voting behavior in India. It is because of this weakness of the people that political parties, communal groups, militant outfits have their position to exploit the sentiments of the people in the name of caste, religion, region, and other such factors. This is the negative impact of mass literacy. The votes of illiterates constitute a big proportion of the votes polled, and hence it plays a big role in determining the outcomes of the elections. However, despite this negative impact of mass literacy's effect on Indian voting behavior, the common sense and maturity also born out of the experience of the past has also been playing a big role in influencing the voters' mind and actions, which we can see in 1977 elections, where they have united to defeat the forces of authoritarianism, and in 1980s they again to defeat this united non-performance. We can also see the same thing in 2015 elections in Delhi Assembly elections, where the mass literacy of the Delhi people have shown in electing Aam Aadmi Party for 2 times, where Aam Aadmi Party got 67 seats, 167 seats out of 70. That definitely reflects the mass political literacy, particularly as far as the political maturity, the level of political maturity which the Delhi people has exposed. So in this way, in 2015 and even in 2019 elections also, Delhi elections, where the Delhi people have shown their maturity by electing AAP. Another important feature of factor which determines the voting behavior in India is factionalism. The Indian political life, from the village level to that of national level, is characterized by factionalism. No political party, I can say, nor even the cadre-based BJP and the two communist parties is free from factionalism. It is at work. Rajani Kothari pointed out that at all levels of Congress, it has adversely affected the strength of Congress. Is a political party with glorious past, a weak present and not a bright future. Other parties also suffering from factionalism. So factionalism, particularly at the local level, at the village level, have been playing an important role as the on the voting behavior of Indians. In fact, during elections, factionalism leads to murders, leads to death of several candidates. That also affects the voting behavior of Indian citizens. Next, which is very important factor which determines the voting behavior of Indians, that is public esteem of candidates, means popularity of the candidate. A candidate report with the people, with the constituency and his known qualities and contributions in any value spread of activity always acts as a factor of voting behavior. Apart from his parties, loyalty or opinion on various issues and problems, a voter, while making his choice, always takes into account the nature and the level of his association with the candidates. A positive image of a party's candidate is a source of popular support for the party. A voter prefers to vote for a candidate who is approachable and who can help him anyway. So in a country like India, we cannot deny the fact that the people of India even cast their votes for the candidate who are more approachable than. We are having several examples for this. Independent candidates, for instance, okay, they are going to be elected by the people. We cannot deny the fact that people are going to elect that kind of candidate who are approachable and who can help him in any way because of what I want to say, political awareness among the people due to the social media. Uh, Another important factor which affects the Indian political scenario as far as electoral process is concerned is election campaigns. A candidate report with the people with the constituency and known qualities also play an important factor for voting behavior. Apart from his party loyalties, okay, a voter can also play an important role to vote uh, after getting influenced by the election campaigns. So in this way, election campaigns within a small period of time also affects the mind of the Indian people. So uh, definitely that is the reason why most of the political leaders used to um, go to the people's houses so as to ask for votes. Other determinants of um, electoral process of voting system in India are development. Development factor is practiced in developed countries, but even it is a sign of old and smooth running of democratic system, particularly in developing countries. It is expected that this is the main and desirable factor that should play a big role in determining the voting behavior. The concept of, I want to give the example of 2014 elections, that is the Gujarat developmental model. So the Gujarat model has affected Modi so as to be elected as the Prime Minister of India. So development also play an important role. Incidences, some important and sudden events also can change the equations in politics. Cadre, some of the voters are emotionally attached to the political parties and they vote in the name of party only. Individuals, the ability and speciality, of course the popularity of individuals as the candidate also influence the voters. Race, sometimes and in some regions, race also play an important role. Like in northeastern states, it is very tough to get elected by any South Indian. So in the case with South India of North Indians. So in this way, race also play an important role in determining the voting behavior of individuals. Ideologies. Ideologies also affects the voting. In fact, one of the important factor of determining voting behavior in India. The best example I can give, mm, the socialistic and communistic ideologies which has a profound influence in Kerala until now, even for more than 25 years. Okay, Kerala, the West Bengal has been ruled by communist ideologies. So ideologies like democracy also has its profound impact on affecting the voting behavior of the individuals. So in this way we can say the ideologies like democracy, communism, socialism, etc. has also played a significant role in affecting the voting behavior of individuals in India. So in conclusion, what I want to say that thus these are the important determinants of voting behavior in India. The continuity in operation of India's political system as a developing democratic political system is gradually training the Indian voters. The process of emergence and issue-based political struggle in the place of caste, or religion or personality dominated the struggle for power is very slowly but gradually taking shape. Elections occupy a prominent place in democratic government. It means through which people express and enforce their political opinion and regulate political organization of the society. However, the behavior of the voter is influenced by several factors in India like religion, caste, community, language, money, policy, ideology, purpose of the polls, extent of franchise, and like political parties and groups make use of these variables for the sake of winning the battle of ballot box. It is therefore imperative that the use of these determinants should be avoided and election should be conducted in a very free and fair manner. It also depends upon the whether the system allows the freedom of thought or expression or association of people. Mere the presence of electoral system does not give an accurate political democratic system. The will of the people is expressed through voting elections, and therefore all democratic, in fact undemocratic and unfair means like manipulating, rigging the need to be avoided in elections. No such action is taken without which any way undermine the popular will expressed through elections. We cannot deny the fact that Election Commission in India has been taken several steps and in fact actions in form of several laws so as to avoid misuse the voting caste of voting in India, but we cannot deny the fact that these determinants all have been playing an important role in shaping and sharing the political policies of Indian political scenario. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity.